Welcome back to some more Timberborn. Last time we were working on getting the food processing, ooh, that is really loud, food processing area kind of built. We set it up. I think I do want to make some modifications eventually, but this is going to be a good start to have stuff being made over here and be able to get rid of some of this stuff so we don't have to have beavers running on the large power wheel. So we're going to try to get this done today, and then our main focus is going to be getting this badwater discharge done. And eventually, like I said, I do probably want to add another layer of storage and move this around, but that's going to be a later thing. I did notice that the beavers have been sitting in the doorways here because they don't have anything to do because our storage is full for both of these. Actually, I don't even know if we have... Well, this guy can't do anything because we don't have any eggplants. Did I even plant eggplants? No, I didn't. So we need to plant eggplants. I'll probably do it close to this because this is where it's going to stay good for a while. Nope, that's in the planting. Okay. So let's plant... We'll plant eggplants over here. Oh, I don't know if I realized that it tells you how much space you... Did it always have the little 3x4, 4x5 there in the middle, or is that a new thing? I do not recognize that. Sorry. Just got distracted. Yeah, we're still doing corn over here, so we're good on that. I did talk about adding another farmhouse over here as well, I think. But this stuff can't get planted, or the stuff that died can't get planted because these can't reach it. So I probably will need to actually put a farmhouse on here, but I might, once this is fully done, I might put another farmhouse up here. We'll see. So that's planted. This is paused because we don't have any plants to turn into food anyway. And then this, we need to have more storage for the corn rations so they can continue to do that. We have a lot of raw corn sitting around, or a decent amount. So we really do want to get that going. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do that since we, I was thinking about putting the housing over here, maybe above the water or something. Eventually, that might be soon, might not be. Where do I want to put the storage for the food that's been made? I guess for now, we'll just do some more medium storage over here by where they're living. And then eventually we will need to move that as well. Let's go ahead and put some... I might just do a really big storage over here. Put that there. This is going to be for corn rations, because that's what we have the most that we can make, and it'll allow them to gather more of it and, you know, cook more. Okay, so we're working on that. These are going to take some time, but this stuff is all logs, so that's good. This will take planks, but we do have a decent amount of planks. We're just kind of struggling to keep up with the gears, which we do have somebody working in there. I guess it is a bit of a walk, and then we do have somebody working in here still. So hopefully we can get those built soon. And then we're putting stuff into here, which I guess we did put a bunch of the gears over here. I was thinking about it. We do have easy access over here, but the gears and the metal blocks are coming from over here, and then they have to walk all the way around and bring it over here. It may be better to lengthen this path and then have stairs coming up on this side, because it wouldn't be quite as far of a walk for them to get the stuff over here. We are gonna have to build more stairs, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. So I'm thinking like that. Then we'll just, I don't know, path along here. And then they'll be able to bring the resources up that direction. So I'm actually going to up the priority of these because of the fact that then it'll be a little bit faster for them to get over here instead of having to take stuff all the way around. I am going to speed this up a little bit. We are in the middle of a bad tide, but that means that we are getting power throughout this, so we don't have to worry as much about waiting for just these couple of things to make stuff. And eventually, this is the, yeah, so we could eventually do engines if we need to during the droughts, but once this is done, at least we'll have water flowing through here constantly, so we won't have to worry about that. This isn't going to be getting power all the time, but that's okay. We're getting a lot of science while it is running, so I'm happy about that. How are we doing here on the amount of water? I think we're okay for now. Once we get the dirt excavator built, which is going to be, I think, what we do after this is done and getting the food processing done, I would like to maybe fill in some of this so there's not quite as much water evaporating here. But, you know, that's going to be a future thing. Probably not getting done today in this episode. So, did they... Okay, so we're working on this. Did they get these stairs done? They got one set of stairs done. Still working on the other ones. They are bringing the resources, so maybe we'll be able to do it soon. And I think they can bring stuff up to here to start it. Okay, good. They are. Okay, that one's done, so they can get this. And then I think this is going to be a lot faster. We'll see. We are still making all the stuff. We've got 56 metal blocks and we have so much scrap metal, so it's just a matter of this beaver taking the time that they need to actually turn the scrap metal into metal blocks. I maybe should put up a smelter somewhere, but the problem is that we still have 9 vacant jobs, which means we don't have enough beavers to have that running too, so I don't really know. Might have to just wait on that. And once these stairs are done, I might actually go ahead and have them build this, because then this beaver will actually have something to do. Right now they're just sitting there doing nothing. And actually I might as well pause this. How much? Okay. Could I take one of the beavers out of here and still be, kinda. And I might actually pause this so that beaver goes and does something else. We do have this for the canola seeds, so they can fill that up and do this. I do also want to build this pretty soon, I guess. So I prioritize this. Once we get that all set up, this beaver won't have very far to go. And then, yeah, so we'll do that. Okay, how are we doing here? Still got quite a bit of time left before that's going to be complete. These only need logs, so they should be able to get built. I guess they're waiting on some of the other stuff first. And we are trying to build this before, so that's part of it. Got all the... Oh, no, they don't. Never mind. How many builders do we have? Not enough. Just the 4. So we might end up wanting to prioritize that a little bit. I guess for now I'll pause this. I do want them in there, but... they can't do anything right now anyway because we don't have storage, so there's not really a point of having them sit there waiting. And maybe this as well. I'll just pause both of those. I do need to remember to open them up later, but then we'll actually have another beaver helping to build, which is going to be beneficial. Okay. Over halfway there on the metal blocks. The gears is really what's taken its toll on our waiting time resources. Oh, and I was going to unlock this at some point. Definitely forgot about that. Okay, I think maybe this would be the best time to get this unpaused. And this will get done eventually. And I'll just kind of wait and see. Oh, good. A couple more have been born or grown up. So we are starting to fill stuff in. Oh, this is done. So I can open this up and have somebody go in there to continue making canola oil. And then, yeah, we still have builders, so that's good. This is also done, so I can open this back up for them to continue making corn rations. Now we have a lot of space for that, so that's really helpful. And they are coming over here, which means this path was a good idea. So we are just slowly working on it. If we can get this done before the bad tide's over, that is going to help so much, because then we don't have to worry about if a drought comes around, because we're always going to have that bad water coming through. Okay. You know, I'm probably going to need some more mangrove storage as well. Maybe need to just put another medium storage over here for the mangroves at some point. Oh, okay. I am going to have beavers come back into here and pump all this out, because then at least we will get I'm sure it's gonna evaporate before the end of the bad tide, so I want to make sure we get as much of that as possible into our storage, although our storage is pretty darn full. I guess that doesn't really work, does it? I guess I will only add in a couple. Be able to keep it topped off. I probably should build more water storage as well, but the gears are going to this, so I really don't want to use them on water storage, even though we need it. I feel like this is going to end up being better in the long run. Is there not anything that this does that tells you that they're working in there? I mean, the thing's lit up, so I'm assuming they're working, but can't really tell. Okay. So, we don't have any builders. This is pretty low. And our water storage is pretty much full, so I guess I'll pause a couple more of these, and then those beavers can go back into this. Yep, perfect. Okay, we're getting somewhere. 45 metal blocks left. Oh, even less now. So hopefully we can get this done. Every 2 hours we get one metal block, so it is going to be a little while, but we already have 25 metal blocks here, so yeah, we're getting somewhere. Pretty close to that. This is really what's holding us back, those darn gears. So we are going to be able to get the dirt excavator pretty soon. We need 2,000 science to unlock this, which we have. We are going to need the treated planks, but I'm kind of waiting on that until we are done making so many gears, because I want the planks to go to the gears. But once we get this unlocked and finish building this, we'll be able to do that as well. I'm wondering if, at least to start, I just put a couple of water wheels in here and have the dirt excavator over on this side, just as a easily powerable thing, because this will be flowing through. This area is really hard. You can't really put water wheels in here because it's not straight. So I feel like over here is going to be the best bet, even if it is a little bit far. I mean, I guess I could maybe do it on this side. How much? So I guess the other thing, so we've got 2 fermenters, which take 50 HP apiece. The oil press takes 50, so that's 150 with the 3 of those. These take 120 each, so that's, with 2 of those, that's 240. And 150 is 3 390? Am I doing that right? So I said 240. 240 and 150, yeah. So I would have extra. How much does this take? 200. So I could potentially hook it onto this side and then make it a little bit easier for them to get to it. I was thinking over here because then it wouldn't be connected to this, but if I have enough power with these, this would actually be a lot closer for them to work at than coming all the way over here. Maybe I'll do that. And I just have to figure out a way to get them into the building itself, but I think that would be okay. Okay, how are we doing now? Almost there on the middle box. Yep, just 117 gears, so we're still slowly working on it. How much do... Oh, yeah, I was not trying to click on the beaver. Okay, we are just under the amount, creating the amount of HP that we need, so I think we're okay. But this guy doesn't have anything to do. Why is that? Because the soybeans are full? So what you're telling me is I need a storage for that as well. Which I guess... Maybe I'll just put one here. I mean... Like I said, this stuff is all going to get moved eventually, but having that storage for them to have stuff to eat and not have to worry about food, running out of food is going to be really good. And I could potentially make a path or something over here. Maybe I'll delete this and then just have a path going this way, like that. So we can get in there. Okay, so I am going to up the priority on that since we have some beavers sitting there doing nothing. Good, we're almost up to 200 gears, so we don't have a whole lot left to do there, and we have all of the metal blocks created at this point. They just have to bring it over there, so we are getting really close to that. They're slowly working on building this, I think, but it is taking time. I guess I am giving them a lot to do, so that's part of it. Staying strong on the water, so that's good. I guess I will put another one in here. It dropped some, so I want to keep them getting that and keeping our water storage full. Although a good tide is about to start, so that's helpful because this is going to fill back up. This is automatically set, and I believe these are ready. I am going to lower this just so... Oh, no, I'm not. Because I don't want this bad water coming in, so I need to wait a little bit. But pretty soon here, we'll make that happen. Okay, this is nice and clean. This is filling up. Okay, now I think it is safe to lower this. And that will just fill that up and we'll be good to go. I guess I will pause this again and that beaver can go do other things like build, although, where are they all at? Don't have as many empty jobs as we did before, but I guess they still are doing a lot of stuff, so. Oh, they haven't brought the last metal block in. Interesting. Wow, we are really keeping up on the canola oil. That's good. Are you guys thirsty and hungry? Is it because you're walking so far? Probably. Yeah, they're still working on this. I mean, I do want them to do this, but they should also be working on this stuff too, right? Don't you think? I guess I will prioritize maybe this, so we can at least get one more thing going. And then if this one is the soybean one, then I can pause this as well. And then this won't have any issues. I could probably even take another beaver out of here because these are, oh, it doesn't tell you when they're not in there. We're starting to get the eggplants, which means that I can actually have this running as well. Have another type of food, which means that we are going to have a little bit better well-being as well. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. Really, really want to get this done. It's taking forever. And we have a lot of planks, so I may end up having a beaver go in here and start making the treated planks for us so that when we're ready to build that dirt excavator, we can. I mean, I have the science, so I could start getting it set up and thinking about where I want to put it. So I've got this path here. So if I do it nearby here, then they won't have super far to go. I could actually take out this tree, detonate these two pieces, and try to put it on this level, because that will allow the doorway on the dirt excavator, if you didn't know, is actually on the second level. So like if I did this, if I did that, then they could get in the door. And then I just have to have power on the side. So if I have it one lower, I don't have to build stairs up into it, which would be great. Then I just have to figure out how we're going to get power. But this is right there. So I could, you know, hook a thing on the side and bring it down here or something. Not too bad. And I might actually start working on it now. We can get it ready. I'm going to just go ahead and have them come take that out. We're going to put dynamite here and then here when it's time. I'm going to need to, not that. I'm going to need to put this stuff in. If I had these unlocked, I might use that, but we really don't have the resources for these anyway, so that's okay. And then while they're doing that, I will start building the power. Get into the side of this. It's going to need to go here. We'll do this and... Nope, not that one. This one. And then I can have this going. I believe this is 5 wide. Yeah, so it'll fit right in there and it'll connect right into the side of it. So it'll work perfectly once we get this stuff done. I may prioritize this and this just so we can get it set up. I know I have a lot of stuff for them to do, but getting somewhere at least. Okay, they got this done, which means I can pause this one. Another bad tide is approaching. Good. We should be able to get this done today then. If it was a drought, we might have a little bit more of an issue making those gears quickly, but we're getting somewhere. Okay, can I take somebody out without... not super great, but that's fine. We'll still do that. Actually, probably don't need... maybe I'll just drop this down to 1. I don't know. Oh, I guess they use the same amount of power, but whatever. That might help a little bit, I guess, and then we will see. Okay, they got this done, so we need to put in another piece of dynamite here. I prioritize that. I'm going to detonate this. As soon as this is ready, we'll be able to put that in and be good to go. I might actually need to get rid of this tree. I can't remember. If I do this, I don't know if it'll like having that tree there. I might have to get rid of it, which means I need stairs down. And then I need to get rid of this tree. And high prioritize that. And I guess I need to high prioritize this as well. This is ready though, so that's good. How are we doing here? We're so close, just a little bit left. Okay, that's done. Get rid of this. And we can unlock the dirt excavator and pop that in. Why? Why is that not where? Is it because of the trees down here? Probably. Okay, let's go ahead and demolish this and this. I will need to put another set of stairs up into here. Is this one that I have to cut down? No. It's weird that it couldn't. Okay, it would let me put it there. And I might need to put a path over to here so that they can get up there. Once those two are gone, I think we will be able to do it though. Pretty easily. Then I have to figure out where we're going to put the dirt storage and stuff, but... Getting so close. How are we doing on water? I think we're still good. I might just leave it how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to have to lift these up a little bit early to try to get as much water stored as possible. Pretty soon here. So the goal is to get this done so we can have stuff being made all the time. Then we're going to put in the dirt excavator and start getting dirt. And then I'm going to start putting dirt on the outside here. And hopefully we can get a water reservoir started, which will be great. I am going to need to move all of this stuff out of this area because this is not going to be usable once this starts flooding. And you know what? I probably need to put more scrap metal stuff to get this stuff done faster. First, let's put in another storage if it'll let me. Yes, I can fit it in. Pause just a second. Let's go over here and lift this up. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, there we go. This is going to be for scrap metal once again. And then I'm going to put in a path here. I'm going to try to do a whole bunch of... I might actually delete these once I get the other ones built. And then just do a whole bunch of scrap metal things over here. Because if I can get this all taken out, then I won't need the scrap metal things over here anymore. And it'll be good to go. We do also... Okay, wait, no. So this faction only has large industrial piles for storage. So if we're going to do more, we're going to need... Maybe I'll just start building like a lot of storage over here in the dry area. I don't want to take up any more space over here than I already have. The other thing is that this area here is where our industrial stuff is. So having wood stored here is going to be helpful. But I didn't really do myself any favors here on that. So, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is just have... I might just need to... Oh, is there... Okay. Might just have to do it over here first and eventually move stuff over here. And we'll start emptying these out. We have so much over here to get. Oh, this is so nice to have so much science. Okay, is this done? It is done. So let's get rid of this. And then we can put in that dirt excavator if the thing will load. Why? Why is this not working? Oh, because of the path. Okay, let's delete the path. Now let's try it. It better work. I don't, if it, okay, there we go. I was a little bit stressed. I was like, this has to work, right? So we got that going. How are they doing here? Is this done? It is done. And it is set to be open. So this will always have power. Yay. Oh, and we got all the food processing done. Awesome. So I can start deleting this stuff. We are going to need the gears to build this, right? Gears and treated planks. So I might leave these two going for a little bit longer. I can delete the food factory that's here. Get those resources back. But the other stuff, and I might actually just go ahead and delete this because, oh, wait, what? That was what was, oh, that was holding it up. Okay, fine. Well, I guess I'm gonna, I don't know why I thought these were connected. We'll just put a little power shaft here to keep these going. And I'll delete the rest of that later. I am actually going to prioritize. Okay, good. They're almost done with that. Perfect. We can get that done. Okay, so while that is getting done and they're putting the resources in here and getting everything ready, which we are doing great on already. We've got all the metal blocks. We've got almost half of the treated planks, and we've got 30% of the gears. So really doing great on that. So I'm going to just start building large industrial piles over here. I think I'm just going to do one of these. And I'm going to figure out how we're going to get up to the second level eventually. Might even do more after that. So how many do we have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and I've got 12. So we still have a long way to go. Maybe I'll just build another set. Do this first. I've got to figure out how we're going to do this. So that's 18. I'm just going to go ahead and build 4 levels of this. And then I'll have to figure out how we're going to get to all the different levels. So we need this here. Just going to go ahead and start like this. I do not have any mods. I am just using the vanilla game. I don't have the ladders mod or any of that. So I do need to use stairs to get up to each of these levels, which like here, I could pretty easily I could pretty easily, I think, go around here and then put maybe a set of stairs on this to get up to this level. This is going to have to go, actually, let's go ahead and do this, which is going to be where we get to this. I'll probably just come around here for this area here. I probably don't need this. Okay. That's there. So we've got the first 2 levels ready, which I should probably just, by tab, is it going to be confusing? Probably do a bunch of logs. Maybe I'll just do this half of the stack as logs. And then I can't actually tell which is which, but that's okay. And then we'll do the other half as scrap metal because we have so much of that. And as we use the scrap metal, we may end up, you know what? I might do some as like planks. And then one of treated planks, one of metal blocks. Might actually put some stuff for dirt over here as well. We'll see how that goes. We do have extra. Okay. So that goes all the way to there. Let me double check and see how we're doing on this. Yeah, we're still doing great. Here we have, well, we're not using any of it, but I think we're gonna have more than enough power for that. Yeah, we're just slowly waiting on stuff to get made up. Okay, let's go ahead and build probably something like that. So then I can do stairs going up to the next level. And I might also just go ahead and do one of these so we can get up to this level. I might just do that on both sides instead of worrying about going around in circles and stuff. Might be the easiest way to do it. So we'll do this, this, and then I think it was like this. So let me just double check. So, okay, yep, that's what it was. Then here we can get onto this level, and then we can get up to here. Perfect. So I think we'll be able to get to everything there. Then I can start emptying this out. So I'm going to empty out this log thing. We do have the ones on the bottom built, so that shouldn't be an issue to get some of that moved. They're still working on this. And we've got a lot of scrap metal sitting there that we can use. So I'm going to need to figure out how we're going to store the stuff nearby, because I want to move everything over to the dry area here, but I am going to need to have scrap metal and logs near this to use to make all the other stuff. So we'll have to see how that works. I'm glad we finished this and finished this, though. That is going to be really helpful, and we're pretty darn close to getting this done. So that might be something we do in the next one. So I guess we'll finish building this in the next episode, get all of these resources moved over, get the dirt excavator finished being built, and start building our water reservoir. But that's going to be next time. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, I'm going to pop a couple more episodes up here that you might also enjoy. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.